Hello, I'm Richard Holt from Somerset Arts Business Culture Alliance. Today I'm going to talk about policy and local government and why working with the local government affects the future of the sector. We know in the Southwest region we have some of the highest employment rates for the sector in the UK. It's based upon Arts Council and Creative Industries Council uh, research. We know that the creative industries sector contributes 5% to the UK economy, employs 2 million people, and is one of the fastest growing sectors, according to DCMS Economic Forecast 2020. We know that the GVA grew by 7.4% in real terms, contributed 4.3 billion GVA to the Southwest economy, 3.2% total GVA pre-COVID, contributed 5. We know the value. However, our counterparts in local government and policy don't. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So we can see from Arts Council research and dashboards looking at local government investment that over the last 10 years there's been a decrease of investment by 13%. We also can see under investment for arts and cultural development, 0% investment. On this slide, the yellow line is in fact libraries. Whereas our neighbours in Bristol, west of England, show an increase of 7%. Why is this? If you look at the dates, we can see that pre-2012 there was continued investment for the sector. However, after the abolishment of the Southwest Regional Development Agency, we saw. How do we address this? We know from government that recent interview with Michelle Donovan, cultural sector, was that most decision making is based on. So, who needs to inform policy in the Southwest? Who's going to do this? At the moment, there's a small creative industry specialist unit at Exeter University looking at some of the creative cluster and impacts in the Devon area. They're looking at talent pipelines, and we have voluntary representation on the LEP, which informs on a monthly basis over the last 2 years, really about regional data and informing community renewal fund application, shared prosperity fund. We know that the Southwest has a number of important economic creative clusters from the work of Nesta. We know there's 3,500 creative sector micro businesses in the Hotspur area, evidenced by the creative industry. That some of the work that Exeter have done shows the alignment of the microclusters mapping with the research at Exeter, and now we're seeing a significant Other issues with data is about the definition. Are we talking about the cultural sector, creative industries and cultural sector? When we're talking about data and research, it's really important that these definitions are aligned. Recently, with the new Prime Minister being in place, the Policy Evidence Centre has sent a statement asking for continued support and investment in the. These include continued support for the levelling up and inclusion of the expansion of the Creative Industries Clusters Programme. Also looking at the key markets for the sector for trade, international exchange of ideas and knowledge, talking about musicians or across international. Also, the further development of the research and development and tax reliefs for AI in creative industries. Locally, we've got some really good examples of good practice where the Somerset West and Taunton Council employed a cultural strategy written by the industry itself and adopted a number of on the broader stage of EU, we see continued development across sectoral innovation and cooperation, and this is really linking back to some of the work on the innovation districts locally. The European Parliament being urged to also look at gathering more case studies looking at health and well-being effects and specifically looking at those impact measurements. And this is this tricky area of how do you measure qualitative alongside quantitative in order to inform that multiplier effect on return on investment. So, as a representation of Somerset Arts Business and Culture Alliance, my call out today really is to just say that for those practitioners, those organisations, both creative, cultural organisations, we need